tree? Would you go against a ninja? Would you go against a ninja? Tear me apart, tear me apart, tear me apart, tear me apart.
It's the 2024 Cinematic Crap Alliance Holiday Special, starring the High Council as we absolutely torture ourselves with everyone's least favorite trifecta director from Red Letter Media, D. Brown, and her horribly bad holiday movie, Christmas. So ditch your stupid family for the holidays. You do not want to miss this because the incompetence is way off the charts. Happy holidays, everyone. Just a couple of important things before I bring on the High Council. Firstly, this episode is a bunch of white dudes bagging on a female person of color. I just wanted to say that neither of those things factor into our adverse reaction to this narcissistic travesty. We are equal opportunity haters. And lastly, I wanted to have a bit of holiday shenanigans. Before we recorded, I contacted each council member individually and gave them some bizarre rules. Son of Captain Video was instructed that at any time someone says the word Christmas, he must yell out whoop whoop like a juggalo. Anytime Prince Albert talks about Brown, he must go against everything he believes in and say something completely lewd he'd like to do to her, which is way outside of his comfort zone. Anytime someone curses, I must do a one-liner from 60s comedic sparkle boy Paul Lynde.
Yeah, that's what I've always wanted. 4 kisses on the first date.
And lastly, whenever any of this happens, Oscar Papa must yell out a Schwarzenegger impression. But everyone thinks that they are the only one in on the joke. So things get a little chaotic before they figure out what's really going on. Enjoy. Merry Christmas to you, the High Council.
Merry Christmas.
How we all doing after watching a Christmas?
I'll never look at Christmas the same way again.
Whoop.
Prince Albert is back among us now. Prince, yeah, let's hear it.
You're here. Hey, welcome back.
How fares the cock blockade wars?
I'm happy to announce that the cock blockade between Middle Girth and Always Land has come to an end, and now our seamen are free to sail across the isles to deliver the cocks to Always Land, thanks in no small order to, I believe it's pronounced Megalfta. That's the Middle Girth Always Land Free Trade Agreement, yes.
Hope it wasn't too small.
No, it's a large and robust Megalfta.
Real handful, huh?
Yeah.
Firm accord.
It's good to see someone else understands the importance of going right up the middle.
Exactly. I find that's the best course of action, is if you've got a large mass on one side and the other, to really just spread them both and dive right through and keep both sides happy.
Right. And tell us, I'm really fascinated. How do you guys celebrate Christmas there in Middle Girth?
The whoop gets me every time. Oh, in Middle Girth, Christmas is quite the event. We erect a giant maypole from which we dance around to instill fertility and bear gifts and fruits to all of Middle Girth. Veiny
Strangely appropriate.
Yeah.
What about you, Oscar Papa? What you doing with the family this year for Christmas?
Well, actually, this year I'm going to have RFK Jr. over for some raw milk eggnog, and then we're going to go out and borrow his jet. We're going to follow Santa around spraying chemtrails.
Son of Captain Video, looks like where you at right now? You're looking very cozy there for the holidays.
I'm in my mom's basement, believe it or not. Yeah.
What is your favorite Christmas movie that you like to watch this time of year?
I mean, my first response is always Road to Wellville, of course. Two. Thumbs up.
Two enthusiastic.
So 2 and then 2 more. So I guess 6.
2 more. Okay. 2 big Santa thumbs.
2 here
beside the nose.
and 2 here. Yes, sir.
All right, enough of this bull. Let's rate this motherfucker. What? Why do Hell's Angels wear leather? Because chiffon wrinkles.
Stay cool, bird boy.
All right, just a little Christmas message.
What?
And as always, we do our PIM rating for the perfectly inept movie. Our first category is the plot, the story, the writing. This movie in one sentence or less.
Former Hot Topic union members turn to a life of crime only to find they've been played by a serial killing Santa Claus twin who is married to a pop star who is also a twin within the film. That's one sentence.
Yeah. Wow. Twins all around. The worst plot trope ever. Used more than once.
So in the very beginning, we have this weird, edgy Santa guy. The way he walks, he's just trying to be super fucking creepy, but it's just not.
Hey, what's the best time to milk a cow? When he's in the mood.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. He turns into this weird, jigsaw, saw, captor. It grinds the movie to this weird halt.
We'll get into the more weird stuff in a moment. But what's everybody's rating for the script?
This gets a 10 from me. Stupid dialogue, stupid irrelevant characters, no logic, and dumb plot twists.
First of all, there was no point to this being a Christmas movie.
What?
Somebody had just watched Saw. Somebody had just watched Ocean's 11, maybe. It was stupid. It made no sense. It made me laugh a lot. Perfect 10.
A 10.
Perfect 10. I don't know that there was a script. I don't think there was.
We're going to talk about the acting, the performances, and the son of Captain Video. Tell us about Brown, DTB, if you will. Mm-hmm. Tell us about her accent.
Well, it was a treat.
Rashita, I know! That doggy was so cutie. He was a goody woody. But that girl, she was bloody weird.
I've got a passport, but I don't need it. Because if I wanted to go to the UK, I could just watch this film and listen and say, oh, that's how the people in London, perhaps, maybe Scotland, maybe Wales. It's hard to say.
It goes way back when I first came to America. The memories are too painful for me to even think about. Sometimes I think to myself I should have just stayed back home in London.
All I know is she was trying to do all of their accents, and also she wanted to recognize, the other Commonwealth nations, so she sprinkled in a little Jamaican at the same time.
Give me all the gifts under your Christmas tree.
Wow. Horrible. Horrible.
I'd like to do all her accents.
Ooh, who's your daddy and what does he do?
Seriously, though, how did that make you feel, Prince Albert?
How did I feel about Deandra?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to tongue punch that fart box.
Oh, it's not a tumor.
I have to be very delicate when I talk about this. There are some different people in this film.
Give me all of your gifts under the Christmas tree.
DTB at one point, or maybe still works at a special needs facility, if I'm not mistaken, that she casts some of these people in her film. If you don't know that, their performances are quite jarring and quite bizarre because you don't know that background thing. But I will say honestly that they're some of the most endearing characters and better actors in the entire film.
No, I think we should really stop soon. I just got a really bad feeling about this.
But I can't go without acknowledging there's just weird stuff in this movie with lipstick on teeth, and I'll just leave it at that, I think.
Her heart was in the right place. Everything else is in the right place too, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, consider that a divorce.
Nothing is more dreadful than DTB herself with that accent.
Wow, Jayton, really?
I'm hard pressed to think of a more annoying, grating performance. So yeah, bad acting, solid 10.
Oh, solid 10. Unbearable. Unbearably bad.
Yeah, I'd give this a solid 10 as well. No question.
They're, as you say, her friends, but she is absolutely dreadful. 10.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone! I couldn't make this episode, thank God, because I am currently stuck in Santa's butt here as we fly over the children's houses. I just wanted to remind you to like and subscribe, and be sure to leave out some pet dander with your milk and cookies this year. Ho, ho, ho!
Competence? Where to begin? Actually, I know where to begin. Oscar, why don't you tell us about the green screening in this film?
I mean, from the opening scene where you have her running through this parking garage, and then the edgy Santa Claus psycho guy, she's not green screened, but he is. And this persists throughout the film. There's one character in the crew who we affectionately dubbed Andre 3000 that clearly is never actually with the rest of them. He's always green screened.
Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
This cop in his car, where like the car and the background and he are three different layers and they're all moving independently, but it just sort of starts veering into the cars parked along the side of the road.
Amazing bulk going on.
Yes, very much so. Yeah. Possibly the funniest one was a shot of the edgy Santa killer guy. He's supposed to be walking up the stairs. Very MC Escher kind of shot. Like, is this up, down, sideways? I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes a character would appear to be 9 feet tall or 4 feet tall, depending on what they were next to. Andre 3000 was sometimes like the size of a small child in the back seat of the car with a headrest bigger than his head.
And yeah, Ghost Mask, it was horrible. I mean, here's a better mask, guys. You could have used this one. This is a much better mask. Why don't you just use this mask? I would have loaned it to you. So, yeah.
Why do you have that mask in your mom's basement? What are you doing with it?
Why does your mom have that mask in her basement?
Sometimes I like to put on the Ritz.
Oh, boy.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
I was just thinking Uncle Pennybags.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh, really?
I went as this for Halloween one year, which makes way more sense than this movie does. Solid.
The Navy has started using dolphins in their training exercises, and the mermaids are furious.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Merry Christmas. Wop wop.
All right, really quickly, let's give our scores as if we really need to for incompetence.
This is one of the easiest 10s I've ever given.
Incompetence, this one goes to 11.
Going to make the same 11 joke, but yeah, solid 10.
For someone who has claimed to have gone to a film school of sorts, I'm looking at you, DTB, that is an outright lie. There is absolutely no film crafting put into this. Yeah, it goes without saying 10.
I'm drinking way too much on this.
Yeah, they're going really fast.
In my defense, they're seltzers. They're not If this was vodka, I'd be on the floor.
That's just like a mixer. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just a mixer.
Should put some vodka in there.
Okay, always my favorite category. What the? No, I don't like to drink. I just like the way it makes me feel.
Let's kick some ice.
Merry Christmas.
Wop wop.
Speaking of what the fuck, I'd like to circle back to our Andre 3000 character, interdimensional Andre 3000.
A closet is a place where someone hides. Trust me, I know.
Cool party.
Right. Yeah, so interdimensional Andre 3000 just sort of keeps appearing. It doesn't even seem like he was there for any of the filming. So I almost wonder if like maybe he was the editor for a while and put himself in the movie, and then Kendra was like, fired him and then put her name as editor of the film.
I had a rough childhood. I was so ugly, my parents used to put me in the basement and feed me with a slingshot.
Let's take some time to chill.
Please go ahead.
So on a scale of 1 to 10 on what the I give this a solid perfect 10. Just like
I just like to say that at one point we weren't sure if Andre 3000 was like a ghost. We thought at one point that he was like a guardian angel or the ghost of Christmas past. And then at one point his arms were gone. They were supposed to be tied behind his back, but it looks like he had no arms.
Basically, all of the music in the film that wasn't music and wasn't license-free stuff was easily from a decade previous. And it was the sort of just trash that you'd hear in a Hot Topic.
Why the fuck did God give me this gift? Only to leave me with nothing.
We get to the credits and all of the songs are by the same band, Crimson Face.
Oh, yes, Crimson Face. I looked them up on Spotify, and I'm happy to announce I am their 13th follower.
Lucky you.
Forgot to point out, Santa Mask Man, just every time he's on screen, he's doing whoa. Like he's on some sort of acid trip or something. It made no sense. But it fits in perfectly with what the fuck.
What's the worst thing about being an egg? You only get laid once.
Tonight hell freezes over.
I am fascinated with just how delusional DTB is. So she is the main character in this movie. She wrote this movie. She wrote the script. She cast herself as the main character with a British accent. Not only did she do that, but she also cast her real life self in a cameo in the movie, playing herself, D. Brown.
All I want is you. All I want is you.
And then made her an integral plot point at the end of the film as one of those twins that we talked about.
Did you really think that you could kidnap me and get away with it?
Green screens herself in as this giant DTB singing to this little teeny tiny audience. She had this headband on and it scrunched up her wig in a way that she looked like a dead ringer for Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap!
I wouldn't mind getting an Akbar from her any day of the week. You know what I mean?
I hope you leave some room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach.
Anchors away, boys.
Great Christmas message.
That's supposed to be.
Wop wop.
Cast herself as a pop star. I'd like to pop her star if you know what I'm talking about.
Nice to see you.
So at the end, there's a special thanks to quote Jehovah. If you're of the denomination of Jehovah's Witness, you don't really celebrate any Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day. You don't celebrate those holidays.
There has to be like some Christian sect that they like to use.
Jehovah.
Jehovah.
I barely know her.
Let's go with our scores.
For WTF, this gets a solid 10. I have no idea what the was going on in this movie at any point.
The next level meta delusion of DTB pushes that solidly into a 10.
If you're a fan of versus what her most well-known film, you will not be disappointed. A 10.
Yeah, a solid 10. I feel like this movie was made to just make everyone feel like they were having a stroke.
DTB. Hopefully she's DTF.
All right, everyone, chill. Chill.
Prince Albert, you do remember she's female.
What?
Yeah.
Of course. I love all the females.
Why did the Amish girl get excommunicated?
She didn't turn the butter?
Too Mennonite.
Oh,
nice. Nice.
There was more talent and wit in that terrible pun than there was.
Yes. 100%.
Too Mennonite.
Charm. The special needs folks in this film were the most charming part about it. Without them, I would have given this a 1, but I'll give it a 2.
Yeah, a 2. It just, yeah, no.
Enough said.
Oh, I think a 2 is generous. Could I give it a 0.5?
Yeah, actually, I think that's a good point. I'll give it a 1.
Me too. 1.
I will go with a 3.
She sucks the life out of everything.
It's not the only thing she sucks.
The Iceman cometh.
Okay, which brings us to our final category. How fun was this film?
I hesitate to give it more than maybe a 4.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? That's maybe too harsh. I'll give it a 6 because it was only an hour and 11 minutes long.
Every moment, every shot has something to mock or pick apart. The only thing that drags it down for me a bit is that sort of grind to a halt when we get to the psycho guy. So I'll give it an 8.
Solid 10.
Wow.
I had a lot of fun with this. And it wasn't just Seltzer talking.
Oh, that leaves me. I got to Oops. I'm sorry. Hello. I'm brown poppycock. Can I get a bottle of water? I'm from London. So I give it a charitable 9.5 in the spirit of Christmas.
Bob?
That's very generous of you. Your sack must be overflowing.
It's Santa Claus, right? I only come once a year, so.
Do the math.
Yeah.
They say Christmas, whoop.
Brown, I think she is more delusional than Neil Breen.
Yeah.
She is an awful, delusional, spoiled brat. Go down the rabbit hole with her music videos and everything. If you want to ruin your holiday cheer.
She has never had a single person tell her she sucks.
And if none of her friends say, like, what did you make? Why did you do this? Like, I hope, you didn't spend too much money on this. If no one's doing that, then yeah, she lives in a very big bubble.
She made her friends memorize her song and sing it in the car as if they enjoyed it.
I didn't know you liked DeAndre's music. All I want is wishing you happy holidays.
Which is exactly the kind of dirty, up, masochistic shit I love.
Gosh, your enemies, see them driven before you and hear the lamentation of their women.
Which, by the way, Lamentation by D. Brown is now available on iTunes.
Oh, makes a great stocking stuffer, boys and girls.
Oh, boy.
And I'll stuff her boys too. No, that's it.
Chill out!
I've never been drunk, just overserved.
You're not sending me to the cooler.
Disco baby, Christmas time.
Wop wop.
Whoop, whoop.
Can you feel it coming? The icy cold of space.
The last name's Brown because
sorry.
it's not pink.
Prince Albert. All right, just to recap really quickly our average scores, all of the following categories, script, acting, ineptitude, and what the fuck all got perfect 10s. Charm got an absolutely abysmal score of 1.38, and fun came out to an 8.38 for a final score of 8.29 for Long Christmas. We wish you a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Until next time.
I'll be back.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Is Big Harry ready to play?
You know it.